Jai Hind, my dear children, welcome back to today's second video. Now, in the first video, what all we have discussed? We have discussed about algebraic expressions, polynomials, degree of polynomials, and types of polynomials. And you got some homework on these topics. Children, last year you have studied we can substitute any real number for the variable in a polynomial. Now let's see some examples for this. Consider the polynomial 2y plus 3. So this is a polynomial in variable y. So how can we denote this polynomial? We can denote this as polynomial of y, isn't it? P of y. So here we have the polynomial py is equal to 2y plus 3. Okay children? And here we can give any value for the variable y. Any real number can be substituted for this y here. So if I am substituting 1 for y, we are putting y equal to 1. What will happen? So when we put y equal to 1, how can we write this p of y? We can write it as p of 1 equal to. So our polynomial is 2y plus 3. So 2 multiplied by 4y we have to put 1 plus 3. So what is it? 2 into 1, 2 plus 3 equal to 5. So when we put y equal to 1, we got the value of the polynomial as 5. So you put y equal to 0. Put y equal to 0. What will happen to this polynomial? P of y can be written as P of 0 equal to. So here we have to put y equal to 0. So 2 multiplied by 0 plus 3. So what is it? 2 into 0, 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay children. So for different values of the variable, we are getting different values for the polynomial. And any real number can be given for this variable. If I am putting y equal to 1 by 2, what will happen to this polynomial? P of y will be equal to P of 1 by 2 equal to 2 multiplied by 1 by 2 plus 3. So here multiplication, we can cancel 2 and 2. So what is remaining? 1 plus 3. What is it? 4. So last year we have studied how to put values for the variable in the polynomial. Any value can be given like this. Consider another example. Okay. P of x, a polynomial P of x equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1. So this is a polynomial in x. Okay, P of x. So here also we can give different values. Okay children. So if we are putting negative value for x, suppose x equal to minus 1. So what we will get? Let us verify. Px can be written as P of minus 1 equal to. So in the place of x we have to put minus 1. So minus 1 the whole cube minus. Here we have 3. Then x square. X square means minus 1 the whole raised to 2. Then we have plus. Third term is 3x. So 3 multiplied by what is the value of x? Minus 1. Then minus 1. Okay. So what is minus 1 the whole cube? Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. That is minus 1. Then minus. Here we have 3 multiplied by minus 1 the whole square is minus 1 into minus 1. What is minus 1 into minus 1? Negative into negative, positive. Then 1 into 1, 1. So 3 into 1. What is 3 into 1? 3. Then we have plus 3 multiplied by minus 1. What is positive into negative? Negative. Now 3 into 1 is 3. Now we have minus 1. See children, here you can see all the values as negative values. Same sign. So how will you simplify? If we have integers of same sign, we can add. So 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. What is it? 8. And we have to put the same sign. So what is it? P of 1 is equal to minus 8. Okay. Now if we are putting x equal to 1. So x equal to 1. Let us verify what is the value of the polynomial. So p of x can be written as p of 1 equal to, here in the places of x we have to put 1. So 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 1. Okay children. So it is equal to 1 cube is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 into 3, 3 minus 3. Then here plus 3 into 1 plus 3. Then what we have? Minus 1. So what will you get as the value of the polynomial? So 1 minus 1, 0, positive 1 and negative 1, 0. Then minus 3 plus 3 also 0. So what is the final answer? We are getting 0. Okay children. Now if we want to put x equal to 2, what will happen? X equal to 2. So if x equal to 2, p of x can be written as p of 2. Okay. So what can be written here? 2 cube, isn't it? 2 cube minus 3 into 2 square plus 3 into 2 minus 1 equal to, what is 2 cube? 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. Don't make mistake. 2 cube is, it is not 2 into 3. It is 2 into 2 into 2. We have to multiply 2 3 times. So what is it? 8 minus. Then 2 square. Now we have to simplify this. 2 square is 4. 4 into 3. 12. Then plus 6 minus 1. So what is it? Positive numbers we can add and negative numbers also we can add. So 8 plus 6, 14 plus 14. Then minus 12 minus 1. Same integers of same sign we have to add. So 12 plus 1, 13 and then same sign. So minus 13. So what is the answer? 1. So when we put different values for the variable in a polynomial, we will get different values for the polynomial. Let's consider another example. Find p of 0, p of 1 by 2 and p of 2 for the polynomial px equal to x square minus x minus 2. So here we have to find out p of 0, p of 1 by 2, p of 2. What it means? We have to find out, or we have to put 0, 1 by 2 and 2 for the variable x in this polynomial. So let us consider one by one. First we have to find out our polynomial is px equal to x square minus x minus 2. First we have to find out p of 0. So what we have to do? In the place of x, we have to put 0. So 0 square minus 0 minus 2. What is it? What is 0 square? 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Then what is remaining? Minus 2. So we got p of 0, value of p of 0 as minus 2. Now consider p of 1 by 2. So p of 1 by 2 equal to, so x square, that is here 1 by 2 the whole square minus here x, that is 1 by 2 then minus 2. It is equal to, what is 1 by 2 the whole square? 1 by 2 the whole square is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So what is it? 1 by 4. Isn't it? Or 1 by 2 the whole square can be written as 1 square. 1 square is 1 by 2 square is 4. Like this also you can write. Then minus, we have 1 by 2. Then minus 2. Okay children? Now we have to simplify. But here we have rational numbers 1 by 4, 1 by 2. Then we have 2. So what we have to do when we have this rational form for simplification? We have to take LCM. LCM of the denominators, and then we have to write the common denominator. So here what are the denominators? Here 4, here 2, and here what is the denominator? 2 means 2 by 1, isn't it? So here our numbers are 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 2. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Now what are the denominators? 4, 2 and 1. So how will you get the LCM? We have to consider 4, 2 and 1 we can avoid. So LCM how can we get? We can take the common factor 2. And here 4 divided by 2, 2. Then 2 divided by 2, 1. Now we don't have any common factor, so we can stop here. Then what is the LCM? 2 into, then we have to take these two, 2 into 1. It is 4. Like this you can find out, or you can write the LCM directly. How will you write the LCM of these numbers directly? Do you know? What are the numbers here? 4 and 2 and 1. Isn't it? Here 4 is the multiple of these other two numbers. So when you have the numbers like this, one number is the multiple of all other numbers, then we can say the LCM easily. The largest number will be the LCM. Here 4 is the multiple of 2 and 1. So we can say 4 is the LCM of these three numbers. Suppose you have another pair of number 6 and 12. What is the LCM here? How will you say easily? 12 is a multiple of 6. So 12 is the LCM. But when you have the numbers 3, 5, 10, can we say the larger number as LCM? Can you say 10 is the LCM? No. Why? 10 is not a multiple of 3. So you have to remember this. When you have one number as multiple of all the other numbers, then the greater number will be the LCM. Okay. That I explained just for your information. Now here what is our question? We have to simplify 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 2. So we got the LCM as 4, isn't it? Now we will write that 4 as common denominator. That LCM we have to take as common denominator. And now how will you get the numerators? 4 divided by 4, 1. That 1 into 1, 1. Then minus 4 divided by 2, 2. That 2 multiplied by 1, 2. Then here how will you do? Minus. Here what is the denominator? 1. So 4 divided by 1, 4. 4 into 2, 8. That all you know. You have done so many questions in lower classes, isn't it? Now what is the answer? Here minus 2 and minus 8 both are same sign. 1 is positive. So 1, what is minus 2 minus 8? Add and put that common sign. So minus 10 by 4. So what is it? It is minus 9 by 4. Okay children. So P of 1 by 2 we got as minus 9 by 4. Now what is our next question? P of 2. Okay. So now we have to find out P of 2. So our polynomial is x square minus x minus 2. So first 2 square minus 2 minus 2. Okay. What is it? 2 square is 4. Then minus 2 minus 2. So it is 4. What is minus 2 minus 2? Same sign. We have to add. Minus 4. So the answer is 0. Okay children. When we put these three values for this polynomial, we are getting different values. Here when x equal to 0, the polynomial value is minus 2. And when we put 1 by 2 for x, we got polynomial value as minus 9 by 4. When we put x equal to 2, the polynomial value we got as 0. Okay children, now you are going to study a new concept here from these examples. Okay, so here in this example, when we put x equal to 2, we got the polynomial value as 0. Isn't it? When we put x equal to 2, the polynomial value we got as 0. So, here you are going to study a new concept which is called zero of a polynomial. Zero of a polynomial. Zero of a polynomial. See, what is called zero of a polynomial? For which value of the variable we are getting the polynomial value as 0, that value we are calling as zero of the polynomial. So when we put which value for x, we got the polynomial value as 0. When we put x equal to 2, we got polynomial value as 0. So, here we can say this value 2. 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. What is our polynomial? Polynomial x square minus x minus 2. Can we call 0 as 0 of this polynomial? No, but why? When we put 0 value, we got the polynomial value as minus 2. When we put 1 by 2, we got the polynomial value as minus 9 by 4. But when we put 2 for the variable, the polynomial value becomes 0. So this 2 is called 0 of the polynomial, given polynomial. Now let us verify what happened in the last question. See, this is the last question, isn't it? Px equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1. So, when we put x equal to minus 1, what is the value? Minus 8. But when we put x equal to 1, the value of the polynomial was 0, isn't it? 0. So, what we can say? X equal to 1 is the 0 of this given polynomial. So, what we can say? X equal to 1 is the 0 of polynomial. What is your polynomial? X cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1. Can we call this x equal to 2 as 0 of the polynomial? No. Why? When we put x equal to 2 in this polynomial, we got the polynomial value as 1. If we are getting the polynomial value as 0, we can call it as 0 of the polynomial. So here x equal to 1 is one of the zeros of this polynomial, this given polynomial. So what is called 0 of a polynomial? What is called 0 of a polynomial? Okay, children? A 0 of a polynomial Px is a number a such that P of a is equal to 0. When we put the value, one value for the variable, if we are getting the polynomial value as 0, that value is called 0 of the polynomial. Did you get, children? Okay. Now come to this question. Check whether 1 and 2 are zeros of the polynomial 2t square minus 5t plus 1. What is the question? We have to verify whether 1 is a 0 of this polynomial, or we have to verify whether 2 is a 0 of this polynomial. So, if it is a polynomial, what we will get? The polynomial value will be 0. Now, let us verify whether 1 is a 0 of this polynomial. So, this is our given polynomial. It is a polynomial in t. So, how can we represent P of t or Q of t or RT? Now, Pt equal to 2t square minus 5t plus 3. Okay, children? Which one we have to verify? 1. So, we have to find out P of 1. Okay. So, we can put 1 as value of t. So, 2 into t square, that is 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 3. Okay. So it is equal to 2 into 1. 1 square is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. Then minus 5 plus 3. 5 into 1 is minus this 5, then plus 3. What is it? Here 2 and plus 3. 2 plus 3, 5. Then minus 5. What is it? 0. So what we got? When we put 1 for t, we got the polynomial value as 0. So what we can say? If we are getting the polynomial value as 0, then that substituted value will be the 0 of the polynomial. So what we can say? 1 is 0 of polynomial 2t square minus 5t plus 3. Okay, here we got polynomial value as 0. So it is a 0 of this polynomial. Now what we have to verify? We have to verify by 2. So p of 2 we have to find out. Polynomial is 2t square minus 5t plus 3. So 2 into 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 3. What is it? 2 square 4. 4 into 2 8. Then minus 5 into 2 10 plus 3. Okay. So 8 plus 3 11 minus 10. What is it? 1. Isn't it? So we got the polynomial value as 1. So can you call this substituted value as 0 of this polynomial? No. 2 is not a 0. What is the reason? P of 2 is not equal to 0. So 2 is not a 0 of this PT. Okay, children. So did you get the method? How can we verify whether a number is a 0 of a polynomial? We have to substitute that given value in the polynomial. If the polynomial value is 0, then it is a 0. If it is not 0, the given number is not a 0. Okay, children. Now let us verify one more question. Check whether minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3 are the 0 of polynomial px equal to 3x square minus 1. So what is the polynomial? Px equal to 3x square minus 1. What are the values we have to verify? Minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. So what we have to do? We have to find out P of minus 1 by root 3 first. Okay, children. So 3 multiplied by, what is minus 1 by root 3? Minus 1 by root 3. We have to substitute here. So minus 1 by root 3, the whole square. X square minus 1. It is equal to. So what is here 3 multiplied by, what is minus 1 by root 3 the whole square? Minus 1 by root 3 multiplied by minus 1 by root 3. Isn't it? So minus 1 into minus 1, 1. Then what is root 3 into root 3? Root 3 into root 3 we have discussed in the first chapter. Root 3 into root 3 can be written as 3. Okay. So minus 1 by root 3 the whole square is 1 by 3. Did you see, children? Then minus 1. What is it? Here multiplication, we can cancel 3 and 3. So what is remaining? 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So what you can conclude? We got the polynomial value as 0, isn't it? So when we put minus 1 by root 3, polynomial value 0. So what we can say? It is a 0 of this polynomial. So what we can write? Since P of minus 1 by root 3 equal to 0, what we can say? Minus 1 by root 3 is a 0 of 3x square minus 1. Okay, now what is the second number to verify? 2 by root 3. So what we have to find out? P of 2 by root 3 we have to find out. Okay, our polynomial is 3x square minus 1. So 3 into x square. X we have to put as 2 by root 3 the whole square minus 1. Okay, so it is equal to 3 multiplied by, what is 2 by root 3 the whole square? 2 by root 3 multiplied by 2 by root 3. Or we can take the square, 2 square, that is 4 by root 3 into root 3 or root 3 square, 3 minus 1. Now 3 cancel. What is remaining? 4 minus 1. It is 3. So what you can conclude? What is the polynomial value when you put 2 by root 3? The polynomial value is 3. So what you can conclude? It is not a 0. So how will you write the answer? Since P of 2 by root 3 is not equal to 0, 2 by root 3 is not a 0. Okay, children? So, like this you can verify whether the given numbers are the zeros of the polynomial. What is called zero of a polynomial? For what value of the polynomial for what value of the variable we are getting the polynomial value as 0, that value we are calling as 0 of the polynomial. So here 1 is a 0, 2 is not a 0. In this question, minus 1 by root 3 is a 0. But 2 by root 3 is not a 0. Children, what all we have discussed in this video? First we have discussed how to find out the value of a polynomial for different values of the variable in it. Then we have discussed zero of a polynomial. A zero of a polynomial px is a number a such that p of a equal to 0. That means for which value of the variable we are getting the polynomial value as 0, that value we are calling as 0 of that polynomial. Okay, children? Now, let me give the homework for you. You have to watch the video 2 or 3 times. Then you have to start doing the homework. Here is the homework for you. Exercise 2.2, question number 1 and 2. And then in question number 3, you have to do questions 1 to 6. Okay, children? When you have any doubt in the homework, you have to note it down and you have to clear it from your teacher. All should try to complete the homework before the Zoom class. Then only you can ask your doubt to your teacher. Okay, children? Thank you.